Wilt, Bam, Kobe, 83 points scored by Bam. The only problem I really had with it wasn't the free throws. It wasn't that he stayed in during a 30-point blowout. It was that they intentionally fouled to extend the record. Like that to me diminishes it. It's not like he got in his bag and he cooked for 83. It was more like, oh, let's finesse this bad team, and so we can take over Kobe's like record. And to me, that was a little tacky.
Come on, you giving me? Yo, listen. This is not a corporate company. Stop giving me the PG answer. Give me your real, honest thoughts. When you turn on your phone, you saw Bam 83 points. You telling me, oh, good for Bam, man? No, you did not say that. You did not say that.
Blame the Wizards, bro. No, blame the Wizards.
The
Wizards are one of the worst teams I've ever seen.
He capitalized on the opportunity. That's what it was.
The only
I texted you the roster. That roster is the worst roster I've ever seen in my life.
Right? Yes, I give full respect to somebody that can even attempt to score even above. Yo, try to score 30 in real life, you're gassed. Regardless if it's free throws, anything, you're gassed. He's a high-level athlete. Of course, all credit to Bam. But when you see Wilt, you see Kobe, and then you just see Bam 83. And if you go maybe 10 years in the future, you're like, oh, let me look at the stats. You're like, oh, yeah, this is terrible. Mind you, you're already up 20-something by like halftime. The whole game you're up. Most people, right? You think Harden, you think the Lukas. The people that are up 20, they're sitting when they have like 60. You don't think Harden could have had 80-something already?
Yeah, that game where he had 60.
He had 60 and sat in the third quarter, bro. Do you know how crazy that is?
Yeah, but I don't think Harden got the stamina for 80.
Huh?
And I don't think Luka got the stamina for 80.
This was him on the Rockets.
They don't up and down trying to get 80. Like they don't have the fitness for that.
Multiple 40, 50, 60-point triple doubles. He don't have stamina now to get 80.
He gonna clock out at 70, bro. I promise you.
Bro, he don't clock out of the strip club. You think he gonna clock out of a game to get 80? let me read you just this stat, right? Look. If you remove free throws from everyone, Bam Adebayo's night would rank 73rd all time.
73rd.
Most points without free throws. Wilt 72, Kobe 63, Wilt 62. Bam would have had 48 points if you took out the free throws. Mind you, you go back, if you were watching that game, you saw the fouls. Some of these aren't fouls. They're ticky-tack. They're shooting free throws and letting him get the rebound for a putback.
Bro,
what are we doing here? Come on, bro.
I know. I mean,
the part that really gets me is that it completely ruined the flow of the game. Like the Heat players were intentionally fouling the Wizards players so the Heat could have extra possessions and Bam could keep going.
You know,
I respect it up until the third quarter when he got the 62 and he broke Braun's record, because at that point he was still like. It was still in the flow of the game, but then 7 for the shooting splits were abysmal. 37 for 43 from the free throw.
Shooting splits. 20 years from now, no one's going shooting splits. We're at 36% shooting.
I'll give you this though.
Wilt aside, it was like we can't say anything about that because we know Wilt probably hunt for that freaking 100 points, but. Kobe shot above 50%, above 40,
and they were losing the game. They were losing the game when he did it. Like I have it right here. Hold on.
I'll give you that.
I have it right here. Look, Kobe, 28 for 46, 60.9% shooting. 3-pointers, 53.8%. He took 13, and he made 18 of 20 free throws. You go look at Bam's 83, 20 of 43, 46% shooting. 31% 3-point, and then 36 of 43 free throws. Hey, kudos, you made your damn free throws. That's not the same thing. That's not comparable.
The thing people are not realizing that the guy scored 31 in the first quarter.
What
do you think was gonna happen?
I respect that.
But think about it.
It was a phenomenal first quarter.
If you scored 31 in the first quarter, why are people so shocked he's gonna start chasing? It's a no-brainer at that point.
Nah, he's
Michael Beasley said it. He said that Bam is literally a point guard in a big man body. If the Heat allowed Bam to take 10 more shots a game, he'd be averaging 30. But he doesn't need to do that because he's so versatile. That's the thing with Bam, because he plays defense, he rebounds,
and you're stuck on the Heat. Like at the end of the day, the Heat.
And you're stuck on the Heat.
Yeah, that's like playing for the Spurs. Like you're not gonna be ball down.
I'm not taking away from him getting the buckets, because it was written in the stars, perfect alignment and everything. Because Hero was out, Powell was out, I don't think Wiggins played. They played against the Wizards. Like, bro, everything lined up for him to like go off. It's just like towards the end, it got unethical. That's
what it is. That's the perfect word. Unethical hoops.
It's unethical hoops.
Why don't we put the hate on the Wizards though? You know what I'm saying? Like, this the Wizards' fault.
You're right.
How do you triple team dude?
Right.
And he still gets fouled.
He still gets by. He still gets by.
Right. Well, let me ask you this.
Well,
right?
I mean,
this was a great point that somebody brought up, right? If Jason Tatum did this, everybody would be hating right now.
Oh,
they'd be like, "This is the most." Remember, he drops like 40, and people are like, "No, he's terrible."
Oh yeah, that's true.
If Tatum dropped this,
people are gonna hate regardless.
People hate Tatum. Like, I don't know what it is, bro. He could have gave you an efficient 81,
to my stomach,
and then like, "Oh my god,
Jason
like
Tatum got
he just did that for Kobe." Ugh.
I'll never watch a basketball game again.
Right?
The jokes they had about Tatum, they're like, "Oh, if Tatum passed Kobe's record, he would have stopped at 81 and texted Kobe after the game, be like, Kobe, I did it for you." I was like,
"We were saying
right? The thing about it is the main thing is people are gonna hate regardless. It's the same thing with how everyone hates SGA of his play style.
That was the name I was gonna say. If SGA dropped 81,
he get that.
Yo, if he did 81 with 40-something free throws, how crazy the fans would have been.
Someone like SGA. Why am I gonna hate the fact that the player is that intelligent to know how to bait you in? That's the point of the game.
No,
Harden did the same thing, but we praise Harden for it. To me, it's a skill. To bait somebody in, it's a skill.
It's annoying.
That's where I look at it. The fact that the Wizards defense is that bad, if Bam is able to do it and it's such a hatred thing, this should give every top scorer, hey, that's the team I'm gonna go for. If I really think if he could do it, let me go try to do it.
I think there was just an unwritten rule about it. Like I said, Harden sitting in the third. Luka, when he had his 70 son, he wasn't. These were close games. These were ethical hoops.
But let me ask you guys a question though. Could anybody reach 100? Wilt's 100? And what player would it be? Most likely.
It'd have to be like
It'll never
the only people I ever think that could have hit it
has to be
was Harden if you told him he had to get 100 in his pure prime. That's probably the
Harden has the stamina, bro.
That's the stamina.
I don't think
in his prime, bro, like it is.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have to think too. I know Bam had a lot of free throws, but Bam played a lot of Bam has the conditioning, like he can run up and down, like you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I understand what you're saying, but like prime Harden, he had condition. He might not have looked like it, but he had the condition. He just naturally built like that.
Yeah,
bro, averaged 36 for a season. You cannot tell me he's not conditioned. You're averaging 36 for a season. To me, that's the only player that had no conscience about how many shots he took.
Prime Steph,
3-point shooter.
Why not prime Steph?
I think Steph's
a high energy scorer though. Like he runs all over the court to get his buckets, and he's probably in the best shape.
I don't think Steph cares enough to have a record like that though.
KD,
I don't think
KD always gonna get his 30.
I mean,
Shea, no, like
see, like he pissed. He want to do it.
He's too much of a slasher, bro. That's the issue.
That one thing's not real. I don't care.
I mean, I just explained it.
To me, to me now, I believe it. I kind of believe it more.
How was it not like a piece of it on camera? Which is crazy.
I believe it happened now.
I think Will got 90. I think he got 90.
And they rounded up.
100?
If it was just one time 100 and he was averaging like 10 points a game, I'd be like,
he was getting like 70 all the time.
I mean,
60, 70.
yeah, he was stat padding like a mug.
You know what? Somebody brought up a great point too. They said, why would they lie about Wilt's 100 when they hated black people at that time? They would have never gave him. They would have never gave him that record. They would have just like it never happened. He never dropped 100.
100 in that gym and made it out alive.
You don't think they would have lied and said Jerry West had 100? Like somebody else had 100. Bob Cousy had 100.
Bill Russell did it in Boston. I don't know if he's alive.
What Wilt probably went against was probably most likely 100 times worse.
There's just no film for us to argue it about. Like until the film drops, and you're like, bro, look, this dude was 5'4". Like that is different.
But that's the thing.
Yeah,
we know those guys were like 5'4". Yeah. Hey, Wilt was 7.
But it's an assumption. We literally can't prove. Like we just can't prove it. That's the issue. Oh wow! Yeah. Look who was against the New York.
I know.
Yeah.
I looked at it too.
So why didn't you say it? You waited this whole time. You didn't say it, huh? I had to look this up because you knew. Look at him. That's why he was quiet in the little corner over there. The Knicks.
I was going to say something, and I was like, it was over the Knicks. I was like, oh, now let me find out that one.
Yeah,
that's crazy.